Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, set.
On first down, it's Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perry. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Locke now on first down. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And some room to work. And he's into the clear. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
One ready. Hey, hold on. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's free.
On first and 10, here's Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw, Vick. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try the ground game with Jackson, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Double time. Five down. Stand up in. 50 cheese and Mike. Watch Mike. Come, baby.
Here's Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
54. Watch the slant. Ready, go. Mike, 54's Mike.
Third and goal. Jackson flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Next the score. Visitors 7, 49ers nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at their own 43. Now a give right side. Dickerson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The ex-Niner, Deion Sanders, with the tackle defensively.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Michael Irvin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Check Mike, check.
Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Devin Hester, the intended receiver.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right there. 54 Mike. Coming to you.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go deep, tight.
Here's Michael Vick. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Randy Moss, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 40, the 20. 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Pretty move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
7-7, our score after 1. Vic goes play action. On the move, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now Sanders. Muscling free near the 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Set, hut, 60 outlaw. Here we go, here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Vic. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Vic. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Vick. It's caught by Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick. And he will find T.O. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Got you. I got you, sir.
On first down, Dickerson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Jackson now. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. What's the run? Hey, they're running it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got Michael Irvin complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Come on, D. Hey, Mike 52, over. I got you. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Yeah. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by a former Niner legend in Ronnie Lott. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Devin Hester, the intended receiver.
Let's go. Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go.
So here's Vic following the interception. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Mean Joe Green busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now here's Vic, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Buddy up. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Zach Ertz in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. Dickerson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Come on, D. Check.
On 3rd down, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mean Joe Green busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, he's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mean Joe Green able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
With it is Jackson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
1st down and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. Terrell Owens, 57 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Michael Irvin, 79 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They run again with Jackson. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on third down, Vick. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. I know what it is.
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mean Joe Green, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On third down, here's Bo. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Vick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Wide. Shit. Check 24, check over. Twist.
On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Ray Guy now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, first down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Throwing is Jackson. That'll be caught by Hester. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Jackson. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A really nice knockdown. You get so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 5-4. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Hey, watch that.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And able to find John Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Now Jackson. That's caught by Irvin. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward.
Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This from long, very long range. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
2. Bravo.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at the dance and the juke. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Ready, ready. And over. Here's the party now. Check, check. 6-6. Bullet high. Tighten up. Let go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready, 90, Wolf. Check. I-7.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Randy Moss, 42 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touch. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On play action, Vick. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Makes sense. First catch here in the first half for the 6-time Pro Bowler Terrell Owens, the only player in NFL history to be a first-team All-Pro for 3 different teams. That's absolutely nuts.
And he connects with Ertz. And touchdown! Zach Ertz, 34 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 2nd and 6. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's going to get his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Big loss there on the pass completion. Looking to throw. And he's got a man. It's T.O. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Ready.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, orbit.
Back to throw here. And it's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here's Jackson to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 25 on 2nd down. Vick, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
From the gun, Vick. He'll buy some time right. And it's a touchdown. Michael Vick with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll set up a throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? Coming up.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey, Mike's 42.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Vick dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete to Moss. Touchdown! Randy Moss, 46 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. On the return, Jackson.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Vick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there.